Hello everyone, my name is Michael, and Yakuza, Like a Dragon, is one somewhere along the line in a very long series of games, going back, I think, to the PlayStation 2, and I have actually never played any game in the Yakuza series, which is a little shocking, because it's pretty famous, this series. I've seen it all over the place, but I just never got around to playing anything in it until a viewer named benisrood, you were a prince among men, sir, gifted me this game on Steam, and I decided to say, hey, I'll check this game out. I do love the Yakuza milieu in movies like the Battles Without Honor and Humanity series, which is one of my favorite Japanese series ever. And in fact, my favorite Japanese director is not actually Akira Kurosawa, as it is for many people, or Yasujiro Ozu. It's actually Kinji Fukasaku, who probably got his greatest fame making the, oh lord, I forgot the name for a second. Oh, but the Hunger Games, the thing the Hunger Games kind of ripped off. Jeez, oh my god, I'll put it on the screen if I don't remember. But, Battle Royale, that's what it is. Oh my god, I can't believe I forgot that. But I'm more interested in his 1970s work, involving my favorite Japanese actor, Bunta Sugawara, in the incredibly grim and nasty and bleak Yakuza movies from back then. I remember I got them when I saw just randomly at the store one day this collection called the Yakuza Papers. And I never heard of these movies before in the Battles Without Honor and Humanity series, but it's a very unique and interesting time in Japan. The 1970s were when the immediate post-war generation, who grew up in the gritty, nasty, dirty, violent world immediately after Japan's defeat in the Second World War. And unlike a lot of other Japanese before or after, they were actually much more willing to challenge the status quo, to work in a sort of chaotic, anarchic vision of society that honestly really ended even by the 1980s, when the bubble and the big boom in Japan's economy caused more traditional conservative values, like it did in the United States, admittedly, to return to the forefront. But there was this brief window of counterculture in the late 1960s to the late 1970s in Japan that's just fascinating to me, because it's an image of Japan that we don't really see. You know, it's this very extremely safe place compared to the United States, but in this world it's gritty and evil and violent. And I think the reason I didn't check out the Yakuza series was because everyone who was talking about it was having fun with it, and like kind of silly fun. Like, it seems more like a comedy series from what I can see from it. Like, they're just people laughing and joking and, you know, playing pachinko parlors with their Yakuza and singing at karaoke bars. And that isn't really the spirit of what I love about Yakuza movies, of this evil, nasty, vicious, nihilistic world. But enough talk. Let's, the 2 images? I am only seeing 1 image. Is that bad? Oh, I see the other image now, but something is wrong with the brightness settings, but whatever, we'll work on that. I am using a gamepad now, because at the start it said real Yakuza use gamepad, and I'm like, alright, jeez, calm down. I think it's from Ryu God Gotoku Studio. Here's a legendary first aid kit. Okay, sure. You know, maybe that was just people, this is a work of fiction, names, characters, businesses, etc., etc. Maybe people were just, Chapter 1, Light and Shadow. People were just screwing around and making memes online, like it wasn't really as goofy as I thought it was, or they were just doing side quests. But I would prefer a nasty, evil Yakuza movie, video game.
I know you can't have forgotten my face. Do not pretend otherwise. Ieman was the name of the courtier you murdered in Suruga.
In fact, I don't know when
that
this is
man
actually
was my
set,
father.
come to think of it.
You don't mean. You're that girl from before.
Is this set in the
I'm not that girl anymore. I am a vagrant on a quest
like
for
in the
vengeance.
90s, 80s or something?
Do you know how many times I've awoken in the night, having
in my
dreamt of
fantasy
drawing the
Yakuza game that I would love to make, and I would actually see if I can, like,
Today,
get
finally,
Toho
my blade
Studios
will have
to
its
let
due.
Toho Studios. Is that who made it?
Men, have your
I
way
don't
with
know
her.
the studio now. But whatever studio actually allowed me to call it Battles Without Honor and Humanity and set it in, like, mid-70s
You
Japan.
actually believe I would ever
Have like a lot of
myself be
wah-wah
cut
pedal
down by a
guitars.
mere woman?
And just
I
make
will
it
teach
completely
you your
ugly and
place.
evil and
For I am
nihilistic,
none
and you would
other
just
than the
fail
fierce
and die at
Genji
the end,
the
no matter what you did.
Slasher, the legendary terror of Edo!
You notice that this game doesn't really look very good on this PC because I have to considerably downgrade the graphical settings in order for it to run on my computer.
Genji the
Because
Slasher is none other than
I have a very bad, repurposed, mass-produced office computer without very much video
Did you see
RAM.
that?
And I just don't have the money to upgrade.
Father.
Mostly because I play games from like 20 years ago anyway. It's not really an issue, so whatever. I think if you're watching this channel, you don't care about graphics that much. Even though that hairline does look a little bad. Do people in Japanese theaters actually sit on pillows? Is this real? Do they not have chairs? Like if you go to Kabuki theater play or something, you recommend to like sit on it? I guess, you know, whatever. Has it said the year? I think this game would be better if it was set in like, you know, the 70s or 80s or something. Like give it a little nostalgia fun. I don't know if these this has to do with Yakuza. I mean, are we a Yakuza or who does something evil here, or is this our like
Masumi.
girlfriend or something? Oh no, the evil Asian dragon mom.
Did you finish cutting that confetti?
No. Not yet.
Then what are you sitting around for? We leave for Osaka in the morning.
I think it said this is set in Kobe.
You got the audience to its feet and suddenly you
Now that
think
I
you're a
think of it,
star.
Is Kobe or some of the Battles of the Armor Humanity
This
series
kind
is
of
set?
money is nothing, so don't let it go to your head.
Because I remember there's a famous image in the movie of Hiroshima. So maybe some of it was set there, but I think some of it might be set in Kobe. Because I think Bunta Sugawara's clan gets banished to Kobe. If I haven't made it clear enough, I desperately think that you should see the Battles Without Honor and Humanity series if you haven't. It is absolute perfection.
And this time, not even your makeup will hide it.
Yoko! Stop it!
Don't you dare try to order
I think
me around,
actors,
Toshio.
and not
Who
just
do
in
you think
Japan,
keeps
but in
this
other
whole damn
places,
show
were sort of
running?
considered part of the maybe the underclass of society for a long time. Which honestly, I think it would solve a lot of problems about entertainment world today if that was done again. You know, if we
Shall
relegated
we go
actors
to
to being
Motomachi
sort of like
tonight?
semi-disreputable people that we didn't actually listen to for serious things. That might be a good idea. But anyway, never mind that.
About all this?
Why is there money tied around his neck like a necklace? I don't necessarily want answers to these questions. I like seeing odd things from other countries.
Are you okay, Masumi?
Where are the Yakuza? Kinji Fukasaku
Don't worry about the confetti.
would not have allowed this to happen. He would have had some
Let me give
vicious
you a hand.
gangland
I should
murder
have time
happen
to
in the
finish
first
it in the
10
truck tomorrow.
seconds. You know?
I may never be an
And then would have cut
award-winning
to this
actor,
amazing score. The
but I've always been
soundtrack
a
to Battles
masterful
of the
confetti
Humanity
cutter.
is one of the best
Every actor
I've
needs a
ever
backup
heard.
plan.
It is great.
What do you say we hit the town tonight? See the sights of Yokohama. Just the two of us. Come on.
Okay.
If anyone wants an interesting factoid about Yokohama, Google Steely Dan Yokohama William Burroughs, and you'll find out where they get the band Steely Dan gets its name from. Let me know in the comments if you find out. It's very intriguing.
So, Masumi, did you say goodbye to all your friends in Yokohama?
I don't have any
I guess
friends.
like
What's the
Shakespearean,
point if you switch schools every month?
Come on, don't be
era
like that.
actors that
You know,
female
when
parts
I
are
was
played
your
by
age,
men
my
in
parents wouldn't even let me go to
Japanese
school.
theater. I don't know anything about Japanese theater, obviously. I don't know anything about Western theater either.
Hey, why don't we
I'm gonna
treat
go to a
ourselves
Chinese
today?
restaurant.
I know. How about Peking duck, the king of Chinese food? Ah, the duck is dried in the sun, then roasted, and the skin comes out so crispy and delicious.
Does sound delicious.
You'll love it.
If it's the king of Chinese food, it must be expensive.
Don't you worry about that. Indulging ourselves for one night won't break the bank.
I suddenly remembered Hetalia Axis Powers, where they show China building like little towns in everybody else's countries, and they're just like little Chinatowns. I haven't seen Hetalia in years. It was such a good show.
Whoa, Masumi. You're going to get full if you keep eating those, you know. Remember, these appetizers are just the bit players. The main course has yet to take the stage.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to the bathroom before the star gets here.
Oh, is that a murder card? Is there a gun in there? Dad secretly Yakuza? Yep. If you died in a Chinese restaurant, you'd already be so close to heaven, you know? Because that food is so tasty. Hey, didn't I have a dad before I went to the bathroom? So we grow up and avenge our dad?
Dad?
Yeah, we got a jump cut to being an older Yakuza guy. Why would we join the Yakuza if the Yakuza killed our dad? Oh, here we are. I wonder if you could license Bunta Sugawara's face. Is he still... he can't still be alive. Well, he's Japanese. They tend to live a long time, so maybe he is still alive.
Here we are, the last day of the 20th century.
Last day of the 20th century. A Tojo clan subsidiary.
And all I can think about is what I want for lunch. Hey, Ichi.
I sent Ichi out to do collections.
Joe Sawashiro, captain of the Arakawa clan, a Tojo clan subsidiary.
On New Year's Eve?
If there's money on the streets and there's work to be done. Yakuza don't get holidays in Kamurocho. Life's a bitch.
I hope the whole game is set in 1999. As the Matrix rightly said, the peak of human civilization was in 1999. Honestly, do we need graphics that look better than this? I don't think we do.
Stop, Mushio, you piece of shit!
Maybe 1999, but that...
Get caught?
Whoa,
Get
those are
fucked,
some,
you cum stain!
some fighting words.
Give up already!
This guy definitely has a very loud, whoa, 70s vest. Chasing down thugs. Ah, the thrill of the chase. Navigate the city without bumping into obstacles by pressing the displayed inputs to catch up with your target. The distance gauge tracks how far away the target needs to get before you lose them. So does that mean I don't have to press forward or anything? So apparently our first mission in this game is where we play as Pepsi Man, which is an interesting way of handling things, but okay, sure. Whoa, 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 I pressed the wrong button there. I don't know why I slid on the ground there for some reason. That was strange. Oops, ow. Oop, is that over? Oh, ow. VHS tapes, pornographic VHS tapes, I bet.
Ushio, pal, I know you're not an idiot. Why did you think you'd get away with hawking this? There's nothing illegal about selling animal
Whoa!
Believe me, it's
I
education.
was right about...
Oh, I believe you. The problem is you were calling it uncensored porn and selling it to dumb, horny kids. Come on, Ichiban, do me a solid.
Actually, it does sound a little
Remember all
funny.
the good times we had in middle school? And let's be real, it's not like this is hurting the Yakuza's
I guess the
bottom
weird
line.
relationship
Actually,
with pornography
it
in
is.
Japan
Big
means that
time.
maybe the
Kids
Yakuza
these
have
days
something
are
to do with
entitled,
it.
man. They'll
Because
come
the
bitching to
Italian
Arakawa
Mafia
family
definitely
about
did have
porn
something to do with
scammers on our
porn
turf.
in
Can't have that kind of shit
the
staining our
70s
good
and
name.
80s in the US.
Come on.
So.
Cough up the cash you squeeze out of them.
Yeah, the weird envelopes that money always appears in Japan, Japanese movies at least. Maybe they don't do that in real life, and it's just a movie trope. I guess this is the fighting tutorial.
Did you forget who you're dealing with? Of course not. Just some Yakuza street trash who's gotta learn when to quit! You're less than shit.
Hirotaka Ushio. During battle, you will select which actions to take using the commands menu in the bottom left corner of the screen. Select the attack command to attack with the weapon on hand. Give that a shot. So is this like a JRPG then? Attack this guy. Okay, so it's not in real time. That was a surprise. If you can select attack again before a fallen enemy gets back up, a regular attack will change into a powerful opportune strike. Opportune strikes really dish out the pain, so take every chance you can get. Okay? Ooh. Nut slam.
I got this. You like this?
The red gauge at the bottom right is your energy, or HP. If Kasuga's HP reaches 0, it's game over. HP can be recovered by using items. Why not take this opportunity to take a bite of your onigiri now? Any flavor will do. Really? So I guess that's etc. Items. Salmon onigiri. Okay. He's letting me eat a rice ball. Select guard for Kasuga to defend himself until his next turn. This will decrease the damage you take and protect against both bleeding and stun. If you know the enemy's next attack will be a powerful one, it might be best to put your guard up. Just a thought. Yeah, I will guard. Ushio attacks. That's it for the tutorial. Time to teach Ushio a lesson. Oh, and one last thing. If there's ever anything like a bicycle or a street sign near an enemy, a normal attack will change into a weapon attack, leading one to use, or in some cases kick, the nearby object to unleash some serious hurt. Okay, I will attack. Get him! Get him before he stands up! Ushio was defeated. Apparently got money, experience. I don't know the difference between experience and job experience, but it's like a JRPG fighting thing, huh? Level up. Oh, HP goes up. Job skill. I guess that's like an attack or weapon skill or something. Ichiban Kasuga of the Arakawa family, a Tojo clan subsidiary. So this is the character.
Ichiban Aniki!
Doesn't Ichiban mean the greatest or something? Mitsuo Yatsumura of the Arakawa family, a Tojo clan subsidiary.
Oh, hell yeah. Check this out, man. Whoa, payday! That guy was pretty fucking loaded. Yeah, he was always coming up with crazy business schemes back in the day.
Well, some of them must have worked. The cash you got there might hit our quota today all by itself.
What are you talking about? We're gonna give this all back to those
Oh,
kids.
he's the honorable gangster.
After
Another
all the
ancient
work
trope
we did
from
to get it,
movies.
man?
The peak of your civilization.
Yeah, dude.
Hold up. You want me to track down every single kid this guy shafted? For real?
Yes, for real. What part of this is hard to understand?
Nothing. I get it. Fuck.
Hey, look at this real quick. How bad is it? Fucker got me with his brass knuckles.
Yeah, you've got a good-sized lump there, dude.
No, you idiot. I mean my hair. I just got it done. And it was looking real fresh, too. I can't believe this shit, stupid Ushio.
Let me see if I can fix it. Yeah, it doesn't look too bad. You just gotta, you know...
Don't touch
I assume we can
this.
change the suits that we can get, and get all sorts of very loud, garish gangster suits, which is something that all gangsters have in common, I guess, is those types of suits.
I took a bunch of hits to the face.
You're always getting pummeled there. I think you like it.
You calling me a masochist?
Hell yeah. You always let him get some punches in, even when you could wipe the floor with him. I know how you fight hard when you wanna.
Yes, I do let him do that.
Pretty masochist, if you ask me. Unless you're training to become a pro wrestler or something.
Okay, fine. I guess I can see how it comes across that way. That ain't it. I'm just doing, you know, what a hero
There's something
would.
heroic about it. Doesn't look like a killer.
Something heroic in his manner. There's a courage about him. Doesn't look like a killer.
A hero?
But what if we called this
Sure.
game
I pretend I'm a hero when I fight. So what?
Heroic
Time to
Bloodshed?
throw down. My brain
Subtitle:
just starts
Battles
thinking in
Without
Dragon
Honor of
Quest
Humanity.
terms.
Dragon Quest?
Again with the Dragon Quest?
Is this
What's
made by the
great
same
about
company that does Dragon Quest?
Everything. It's an epic and dangerous journey, and that's exactly how I see real life.
You do know you're a freaking Yakuza, right? If even one guy gets a lucky hit and it's all over for you. You realize that, dude? How many times has Captain Sawashiro told you that?
I kill a guy over something as stupid as collections, that's when it's all over.
Oh, honorable gangster. He doesn't want to kill, just uses his fists. He only
Look,
beats and
I like
extorts
this
people
life
and
with
sells
Arakawa-san, the
substances,
captain,
probably.
and even your dumbass. I'm not gonna do anything to ruin that. Truth is, I never want to be at rock bottom again.
Again? So, rock bottom was when you were cooped up in that
I actually
soapland office
beat
playing
Dragon Quest
non-stop
8 this
Dragon
earlier
Quest?
this year. It was a lot of fun.
Wouldn't be the man I am today without it. A cool guy, full of the bravery those games showed me. And what they didn't, Arakawa-san's
It's nice to have this little fourth wall
That's
break
where you get all
RPG
this hero
moves.
crap, huh?
And we shouldn't
Maybe I
forget
could
that
get this game or shit
Dragon
changed.
Quest was, of course, influenced by
man.
Wizardry.
But first, let's
So
give
that was
that money
imported
back to the
from a
kids who got
Western
scammed.
company into
Oh. Right.
absorbed into Japanese gaming.
Well, time to give those kids some refunds.
Thanks.
What if those kids are
Hit me
like
up
they
at the
want
Sig
that
Shop
kind
when
of
you're done.
that kind of video
Sure.
and they don't want their money back?
Hey, Ichi!
Old man Takeo, how the heck are ya?
Good, good. Hey, did you know Mama Michio is looking
Mama
for you?
Michio.
She wanted you to swing by.
What's she need with me?
No clue. I'm just the messenger.
What's she gotten herself into now? Duty calls.
Okay, freedom. Should I? Can I save anywhere? It looks like. Okay. I can run with the X button. I assume because this was controller, it was originally on consoles and then ported to PC. I guess I can buy medicines here. Welcome. Energy drink? Wonder if I can buy coffee. Tauriner, recovery, status, mental ailments. Huh, that's neat. Just, oh wait, maybe They want me to go this way. Just messing around in Japan is cool, just looking at this another world. I like watching Japanese and Korean movies sometimes just because, you know, it's a different country. Even if it's a really bad movie, I just don't care. Just seeing all the different people there. Oh wait, is this the... This isn't the Chinese restaurant with the murder record, is it? Hello? Ooh, I can kind of knock into them, though. Well, I think if you hit... Oh, yeah, I can run with the right trigger as well. Okay, that's odd. Just a big bar saying I'm not allowed to go there. Okay, alright. I'll go another direction, then. They don't even make it like little GTA block-off signal things. They just put a huge red video gamey thing there. I wonder if I could use this in a battle. Like, I'd pick up this 2x4 and thwap him with it. Well, why is this shiny? That's weird.
I need a damn
Looks like you need a key. Okay.
I need a damn key.
Must be some kind of special treasure in there or something. This game definitely seems to have a more comic tone to it than I would prefer. Ooh, look at this little restaurant or whatever this is here. Ooh. Hello? Earth Angel Mama. Oh, I was waiting for you, hun. Select from menu. Oh, look, you can buy beer and edamame. Pasta sticks. Fried pasta flavored with spices. Perfect as a snack. Is that a Japanese thing? That sounds interesting. Ooh, potato wedges. Okay. Oh, leaving already? Come back soon. Okay. Okay, there we... Okay. Now, what does this lady want? Syntax error. Is that supposed to say that?
Hey there, Ichi! You kept me waiting. Have a drink with me, will ya? It's New Year's Eve.
Wait, please don't tell me you were just looking for a drinking buddy.
What? You were the only guy I knew who wouldn't have anywhere else to be on New Year's.
You serious? I'm out here busting my ass, making collections.
Oh, well, look at you. So big and important.
At least I'm not drunk.
Hey, I've been drinking since before you were a twinkle in your dad's eye. And look at me now. Still gorgeous.
Oops. The drink you made are super deep. I'll help out.
Keep telling yourself that.
Another great 70s Yakuza movie is Graveyard of Honor. That's fantastic. Oh, we have a stats for kindness. I guess they're like Persona-type stats.
I'm sorry, honey. I do appreciate it.
Okay, style, nice. Kindness, charisma, confidence, passion, and intellect. Kasuga's personality may improve depending on his actions. These traits represent Kasuga as a person, and refining them will earn him a slew of perks and bonuses, such as unlocking new features or characters to talk to. The following are the 6 traits of Kasuga's personality. Try out all different kinds of activities to make Kasuga the very best man he can.
You're back!
Why'd you do me like that? Michio was just drunk off her ass.
You're surprised? I haven't seen her sober in 20 years.
I guess that was the mean mother lady of the dead guy? Or
Heck,
not of the dead guy.
at Shangri-La right now.
Huh? What happened?
I don't know
mother
the
of the
details,
current boss,
but you know how soap
whose
labs
husband
are.
was killed.
Yeah, maybe a customer got uppity with one of the girls. You ought to go check.
Damn it.
Not the guy was disrespecting women, even though I'm making money from prostitution. I'm also an honorable gangster, and thus I have to go and help beat up this punk that was hurting ladies. What? Oh, to Shellac? Is that the name of the restaurant? Shellac? That doesn't sound right. How do I bring up the map? Oh, there it is. Hello, bonk.
Ichi! Perfect timing. We've got a huge problem. What's wrong?
The toilet's all clogged up and we can't find a plunger anywhere.
A plunger?
Yeah, that thing you use when there's shit stuck in the pipes.
Yeah, I know what it is, but come on! We're Yakuza, not your handyman!
Well, excuse me. I suppose it wasn't me who cleaned you up every time you shit yourself.
I was a baby!
Oh, you had accidents until 5th grade!
One time! And my stomach was killing me that day!
This actually reminds me of a little documentary from the early 1990s about the Yakuza, and it actually showed a bunch of Yakuza in one of Japan's main criminal associations, and they were watching a VHS tape of Battle Without Honor and Humanities, but they were doing it while they were, like, cleaning up and spraying the floor and washing and doing dishes and things like that. So that's kind of what being a Yakuza is. Come on, you gotta pay your taxes. What tax? New Year's Eve tax, buddy. I mean, cigs and beer have a luxury tax on them, don't they? So good times on New Year's cost a little extra, too. Why would I pay that to you, then? Just get out your goddamn wallet. Oh, just get out your goddamn wallet. That's the lamest shit I've ever heard.
Yo.
Get out of here, you little punks. Huh? Who the hell are you? I was just cruising by. It's New Year's. Can't you just let people chill tonight? I have heard that some people justify the existence of the Yakuza and even of the Mafia in the US at times. Sorry, but we're open for business on the holidays. So if you want... Oh, it just automatically went there without me clicking the button. That's weird. We'll just have to bust up yours. Ooh, pretty scary. But lowlifes like you give Kamurocho a bad name, and I'm not about to stand for that. They justify the Yakuza by saying that they keep, like, low-level street criminal types in order and sort of organize... That the crime is organized is better than it's just, like, hooligans doing whatever they want. Get off your fucking high horse. Fuck it, let's kill this guy. Well, battle, I guess. Menacing men. Do-do-do-do. Select skills to unleash your special attacks. There are 3 types of skills: attack, recovery, and support. On-screen prompts may appear during attack skills, which offer opportunities to deal extra damage by pressing square repeatedly or pressing triangle at the right time. Skills cost mental points to activate. Your current MP can be seen as a green gauge at the bottom right. Keep an eye on it. Tenacious Fist on that guy. Okay, one of them was defeated. Ow, ow. Ow. Ooh, with a knife. Press circle in time of the enemy's attack to perform a perfect guard and decrease damage taken. You can perform a perfect guard anytime Kasuga is standing. Much like the guard command, a perfect guard will also defend against the bleeding and stun status effects, so strive for protection. Okay. Oh, it wants me to use the skills again. Okay. Oh, extra damage. There you go. I did not do that guard correctly. Extra damage. But he's still up. He's still kicking. Okay, one more Tenacious Fist. I guess this is still the tutorial, so... Can't do the regular attacks. Hooligan Toyomo is defeated. Got a tiny amount of money. I think 240 yen is like $2. Level 2. Damn it, you're dead next time I see you. Thank you. No sweat, buddy. But for real, Kamurocho is more dangerous than usual on New Year's. Everyone's drunk and waving their cash around. It's easy pickings out here tonight. So be careful, okay?
Hi.
I will. Thank you very much. I guess I better get that damn plunger from the lady at the cigarette shop. Okay. A face mask. That was something that was common in Japan before the events.
Plunger?
Yeah. If you have one, could you run into Shangri-La?
Just buy one for them. They raised you, for crying out loud. A man your age should be sending money to his family anyway.
You think I can afford that? I'm barely scraping by as is.
Well, then you need to leave that sorry Arakawa family and join a family with some real
Tough
push,
lady.
kid. Sure, you'd be their gopher for a while, but that'd still be better than how you're living now, right?
You're an idiot. I swore an oath to Arakawa-san, and I never abandoned him.
Aren't you an obedient little dog? Hey, I heard something real cute about you. You're babysitting Arakawa's kid? Ha! Ichi the nanny!
Hey, look, the young master's the same age as me. He's not a kid.
Young master? What is this, the 18th century?
Besides, I'm not babysitting him. I'm his caretaker. He's been in a wheelchair since he was a toddler, you know?
Ooh, so he needs a big, strong Yakuza at his side every time he wants some fresh air? Arakawa's going soft in his old age. Surprise, surprise.
Hey, try saying one more word about Arakawa and see what happens.
Hey, Aniki.
Aniki means brother or bro. That's usually how it's translated in Yakuza movies.
Did you give those high schoolers their money back?
Yep. Never seen kids happier to see a Yakuza before. It all worked out.
See, they ain't so bad.
Dude, there's no reason to be happy about it. If we don't score big on our next job, the captain's going to kill us.
I know that. What is our next job, anyway?
It's a shakedown. Our Mark borrowed 500K from a loan shark and hasn't paid back a single yen. And apparently, he's immune to Yakuza threats.
How's immune to Yakuza
We
threats?
thought we'd give it a shot, so we bought the loan.
Well, let's go, man. The dignity of the Arakawa family is riding on us.
I hope that's not true. Hey, by the way, Captain Sawashiro said to pull out all the stops to get this money back. So we might have to rough him up.
Alright, so where's this clown now?
I hear he hangs out around Public Park 3 a lot. I'll go on ahead and scope it out. Meet me over there, okay?
Alright.
Public Park 3? It doesn't have a name? Sounds kind of dystopian. Okay. There we go. Hello? Sir? Ladies? Well, I wonder where the panty vending machine is. I'd like to check that out.
Oh, Aniki.
Is our guy here?
Sure is. Look over
I wonder
there.
if there are vehicles in this game.
That's Hiratsuka.
That dude, huh?
Do you know him?
Forget it. Let's go.
Hey there, Hiratsuka-san. Enjoying a little break, are we? Having a smoke while your moocher ass still owes a ton of money? Oh, you think we won't beat you to a pulp? That other family went easy on you, but we won't. The Arakawa family doesn't fuck around. If you don't want to get hurt, get out your wallet. Hey, you think I won't do it?
I can't pay back what I can't pay back. That's all there is to it.
I see you're still just coasting on your size, oh great Hiratsuka.
How'd you know that nickname? Who the hell are you?
Ah, don't you remember, pal? We used to wrestle when we were kids. You thought it was so cool to powerbomb other kids, as long as you were the only one big enough to do it.
Powerbombing.
Oh, I remember.
Soapy
You're
Ichi?
Soapy Ichi.
What?
And if this guy's your pal, that must mean you ended up in the Yakuza. Shocker.
And I heard you joined the JSDF only to flunk out and come crawling back here.
Japan's
Like a
self-defense
bitch,
force.
Yeah, it is. So deal with it somewhere else.
No can do, pal. We gotta deal with it right here, because we're Yakuza. See, Yakuza orders are mandatory, and my orders are to get your wallet. So hand it over.
I told you, I don't have any
Show
money.
me you don't have any
Come
money.
on, great son. Let's make this easy. All I need is your wallet. I don't want to get rough with you. You understand, right?
You saying that even a grown-ass man is
What is
scared
a
of my
power
power
bomb?
bombs?
I'm saying I don't want to see the strongest guy in middle school tap out. Be a shame if that was your peak.
Huh. Sounds like Soapy Ichi needs to taste the dirt again. You want it so bad? Try and take it.
Here we go.
Here
Tag
we go.
match,
Tag
Aniki.
match, Aniki.
Not this time.
Not
You
this
be the
time. You be the referee.
I want
it
him all to
to
myself.
Huh?
Quit
Quit
jabbering.
jabbering,
Let's do this.
and let's
Come
do
on.
this. Come on.
Here.
Let's do it.
Attack. It's a pretty good attack. See if I can parry. Nope. Oh, perfect guard. I did. Okay, so let's Tenacious Fist. Okay, good amount of damage. Good amount of damage. Nope. Wow, stunned. That's not good. I guess it means I can't attack this round. He fell over. Oh, he's still stunned. Ooh. That hurt. Let's try to power fist him again. Kabam! Nice. Used up most of my mana, or MP. Mind points. So he only had 800 yen on him, and if he owes 500,000, that doesn't really help us much, does it?
You're still pretty strong.
Not strong
Not
enough.
strong enough.
Say goodbye to your wallet.
Say goodbye to your wallet.
Please, beat me up if that's what your boss wants. But don't take my money.
Well, looky here. He did have the cash. This fucking lowlife had no intention of paying it back. Hey, wait. What are you doing? Aniki!
What? Just getting all the junk out of his wallet first, man.
Looks more like money to me.
Alright, great son. Like I said, I only wanted your wallet.
Huh? Oh. Okay.
Okay, let's go, Mitsu.
Hey, Aniki! What's up with you? Why did you take the money?
Hiratsuka won't screw us. He'll pay it off if we just give him time.
How you figure that?
You think he's out here working his ass off, doing construction on New Year's Eve just for fun? Didn't you notice what he was smoking? It was just a nub, man. He obviously just picked it up off the ground.
Why'd he do that if he had so much cash?
Because it's New Year's. He probably wanted to buy his mom a nice meal, so he got some cash out of the bank, you know?
That doesn't mean it's okay to be late on his payments.
Look, You know that old candy shop just past Showa Street?
Yeah, it closed last year, right? What about it?
Hiratsuka's mom ran that shop.
Really?
She closed it because she got sick. Real sick. I went to see her in the hospital, and she was thin as a rail. But even so, she was happy, because her son was back in Kamurocho, taking care of her.
So, that money Hiratsuka borrowed was...
It was all for her hospital bills. I thought Japan had universal health care.
Oh.
I got hospital bills.
But, dude, if we go back empty-handed, Captain Sawashiro's gonna kill us.
We're not going back empty-handed. We were asked to snatch the dude's wallet. And look, that's exactly what we snatched.
You know that's not what the captain meant.
Hey, speak of the devil.
For real?
Hello, this is Ichiban.
You're slow. I told you to pick up within 2 rings.
Sorry, Captain.
Don't tell me you're still out there doing collections.
Just finished up the last one, sir. I'm about to head back to the office.
That'd be great. Except right now you should be with the young master.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. I'll be there as fast as I can.
What good is that? He still has to wait for you. Why are you always slow as shit?
I'm sorry, sir.
Just move your ass. And don't take him anywhere dumb or dangerous. If anything happens to him under your watch, I'd have to kill you 1,000 times.
Yes, I know that, sir.
So you gotta go play chaperone to the young master?
Yeah, damn it. I can't believe I forgot. Mitsu, take this back to the office for me.
Oh, no! I'm not gonna be the one to hand this in to the captain. You just let me know when the young master lets you off your leash. I'll kill time until then.
Okay, so let's find this little wheelchair guy. And see if we can find him. And I guess take him on a little adventure, like a... not a fetch quest, a... what do they call it? Where is this little guy? Oh. I have to take a taxi there? Young Master's apartment, okay.
Where is he? Hey, miss! Where's the young master? I mean, have you seen Masato Arakawa?
I'm very sorry, but I haven't seen him today, sir.
Damn it. Huh? Sorry I'm late, young master. Something came up while I was doing collections. Anything else you want to announce?
Masato Arakawa.
Sorry.
Sorry. Didn't they have motorized wheelchairs in 1999?
Did you
forget what day it is?
Of course
not. It's Yumeno-san's birthday, right?
Yumeno-san's birthday, right?
You didn't come
You
without
didn't come without a gift, did you?
No, I brought something.
No, I brought something.
It's just
I didn't have much, so it's not the greatest.
Not the greatest.
Whatever.
Whatever. As long as you
As long as
didn't
you
tell Dad about
this. You didn't, did you?
You didn't. Did you?
Of course
Of course not.
So you're not supposed to be seeing this
If
lady?
he asked where we went.
If he
just
asked
tell
where
him
we went, just
shopping.
tell him we went
Yes,
shopping.
sir.
Yes.
The old fool.
The old fool.
He still treats me like a child.
He's
He's
just,
just worried about you. You mean a lot to
You
him.
mean a lot to him.
Don't talk
Don't
like you
talk
know me.
like you know me.
Sorry.
Sorry. That's a nice place. Oh, whoops-a-doo.
Welcome.
Good evening, Masato-san.
Oh my goodness, are you all better? I can't believe it.
Sorry about that. My controller desynced for a bit there. Okay, so apparently the boss's son has run off with a hostess that he's in love with for her birthday or something. I don't know why I was getting controller vibrations when I walked over there for a second. You got a problem? Whoa, wrong person. Is Yumeto-san around? Nah, not here. Try over there. Who are you? Not that it matters. Let's drink. Yeah. Maybe next time. Man fell in love with a hostess. Classic story. And, this game does seem to have more of the, comic tone to it that I'm not as fond of as the despairing, miserable tone of Battles Without Honor and Humanity. Is Yumeto-san around? No, this is Yumeko-san. What? Am I not good enough? You are low-res perfection, young lady.
Sorry it's so busy today.
Nothing to be sorry about. If you didn't have customers on your birthday, I'd have to assume everyone else here was blind. Who are you?
Well, how should I put this? I'm the young lady's escort for tonight.
Ichan, what are you doing?
I believe this club is first come, first served.
No need to make things complicated. Let's just say we came first and leave it at that. You understand.
What the hell is this?
I'd ask you the same. You're the one being unreasonable.
What? I have reasons, so shut up!
This is ludicrous.
Ludo, what? Use some normal-ass words! You said you'd be civil. You're causing a scene, you moron. Sorry. Please excuse my companion here. He's usually better behaved.
I find that hard to believe.
This place doesn't really do the first come, first serve thing. You see, in this industry, they can't treat every customer equally. The guys who spend big get better service. It's supply and demand, that's all.
That's so.
Besides, that's my girl.
I see.
I knew you'd understand. Since I've disturbed you, would you let me buy you a drink? Pick anything you'd like, and don't worry about the price.
No, thank you. I don't need a drink.
Not the drinking type. Well, then you'll be needing this to try your luck with another woman.
Oh, that's a fight.
I couldn't accept that.
Salaryman versus Yakuza. Who would win the battle royale?
Please, I insist. Why insult me by refusing? How about...
No, thank you. My position requires me to exercise some level of discretion
maybe he's like
in accepting
a civil
gifts.
servant or something, or a policeman.
Where do you get off acting so high and mighty? You've got guts. I'll give you that. What's your name?
Okay, what's your name?
I suppose you won't stop
He's gotta be
bothering me till I show you.
Yep.
Unfortunately, I also have to be discreet about who receives my business card.
Wow. Are you even allowed out this late at a place like this?
No law against it.
Wes,
Now, why don't you take the lovely lady back to your seat
I
already?
don't know. Maybe.
Cheers!
Cheers!
Happy birthday, Yumino-san!
Such fancy drinks, Yumeno-san. You spoil us. Thank you.
Hey, aren't you thanking the wrong person?
He's right. You two should thank the man who bought them.
Yeah, that was
We're
the
very
guy in the
grateful,
movie.
Masato-san.
Whatever, it's fine. I mean,
Not that everybody
it is the
who
most
don't
expensive
share
bottle in the house.
Totally unable to move.
Only
It's a
natural they'd
common
forget
misconception.
themselves a
Some
bit.
of them
How often do they
just
get
need to
drinks
get
like that
because of-
after all?
Occasionally.
Young master, I'm sorry about all that earlier.
That guy thinks he's too good to accept my generosity? Not like he can afford to as a cop. Does he come here often?
No, this was his first time.
Maybe this guy wasn't for the
So,
ladies. He was trying
Yumeno-san,
to scope
what
out
did he
the
get you
Yakuza.
for your birthday?
Oh, stop. Just the fact that he's here is enough for me. Really.
Aw, you two are so cute! I'm jealous. I want a boyfriend like Masato-san.
Eiichi, show her yours first.
Sure. I'm not really used to this kind of thing, though, so...
Just do it!
What did we get her?
Sorry,
It
I
would be
know it's
nice
not
if we
much.
could go get the gift for her and like choose something good or bad, maybe.
What is that?
What is that?
I had a lot of trouble figuring out what to get
He
you.
doesn't even know.
And you're the young master's woman. I mean his girlfriend, so that's even harder.
Just got her like a little.
But
cell
this
phone
was the
keychain.
most expensive one they had. Promise.
What is it? A handkerchief or something?
What?
No, it's just... My mother has the exact same one!
Huh?
Hey, come on.
The name Ichiban means the best. But I guess there's no accounting for taste.
Why do we have to be such a fool?
We
and
should
pushed
start calling
around so
him
much?
Itchy
Bad.
Am I right?
Masato-san, you're so clever.
Yeah.
Well, what are you gonna do? Here.
It's a severed finger. Oh no, it's a watch. It's a watch. Is it a Rolex?
Oh, wow!
Whoa.
No way.
Is this real?
That's my girl. I knew you'd appreciate its worth.
How much was it?
About the price of a condo. A high-end one, not just some dump, of course.
Thank you. I don't know
Yeah, I
how
can
I
think
could
of a
ever
few ways
repay
you could
you.
repay me.
Don't worry about it. I guess my next gift will have to be an actual condominium. For us.
Yubino-san, can I have you at the front for a moment?
Really? Can't you read a room, kid?
Ichi, don't start another fight. It's the lady's birthday. Let her go. She's just in high demand.
Right.
Excuse me. I'll be right back.
It's okay. Take your time.
He's so nice!
Well, back to drinking. You have a captive audience for all your bullshit stories.
But I don't want to just talk.
More intimate,
Let's
you
do
said.
something more intimate.
Oh no, wait. Is she talking about karaoke?
Well, we'd have to ask you, Minnow.
Oh, she'd kill us for sure. But I'd still enjoy being your girl while I could.
Oh. No karaoke. Good. Ooh, look at the lovely design on those shitters.
I think I had one too many. Some wingman I am.
Horinouchi-san, wait! Please, wait!
I'm going
This is
home.
one of them fancy
I don't even want to
sci-fi
breathe the
Japanese
same air
turtles
as
you hear
that
about.
punk. Who the hell is he?
Masato-san? He's... well, he's the son of a Yakuza.
But Masato-san
How
is
do you
not
stand
in
the
the Yakuza.
man? Well, of course to you he's not a man. He's a big walking wallet.
Stop! This is serious. It's starting to freak me out how much he spends and drinks. Just now he gave me something super expensive and said next time it'll be a condo.
Maybe she's actually
So, you can turn around and sell his trinkets the next day.
police detective.
And if he found out, what do you think he'd do to me?
Are you talking about violence? At the first hint of that, I'll throw the bastard behind bars.
Yes, I know you would. And you're right. I should sell it tomorrow.
I didn't think there were still idiots walking around believing money can buy them love.
All that matters is you're not one of them.
Now get back out there and squeeze him dry.
Okay. See you later.
Is he sitting on the toilet with his pants up? Why do you care about this? You're not him. Let him do whatever he wants with his money. He heard the
Young
whole
master.
thing.
How long have you been there? Young master? So, did you finish your business? I'm heading back. Use this to pay the bill. If there's anything left, Might as well use it to wipe your ass.
Poor Masato. This really feels more like something that belongs in a soap opera storyline compared to, you know, Yakuza movie. Another really good but really nasty Yakuza movie from the 70s is called Street Mobster. Highly recommended if you want to check that out, but that's a really nasty one.
Aniki, are you done babysitting the young master?
Yep.
Let's meet up at Cedar Square
At
and walk to the
nighttime,
office.
that's really the place to be.
Sounds good.
This makes he seems sort of out of place during the day. I've never actually been to Japan, if you can tell. You probably can tell. But that would probably be one of the big life goals I want to do one day. Whoa, whoa. Bonk. Ow. I don't like that there's a vibration thing whenever I bump into anything. Like, does this really warrant a vibration? So we are in Yokohama, is that what they said? Whoops, sorry. Whoa. Whoa, kabonk. Whoop. Oh no, the Tokyo Godfathers. Oh no, whoa, oh no, they need to save the baby. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. Alvin, Simon Theodore. Enjoy. Oop. Ow. Ow. What is this shop? I'm going to the legendary Japanese convenience stores. I mean, how cool does your country have to be? Or even your convenience stores are internationally known to be neat and cool. Welcome. Okay, now cover 50 HP. I'm gonna buy one of those. Cover 100 MP, but that's very expensive. CC lemon. Ooh, toughness. Soothes burns, stopping cold symptoms, can be paralyzed, cleanses your body of poison, I'll get that. Soothes bleeding, turmeric, helps you sober up from being drunk. Is that what turmeric really does? I've seen that on sale in like the herbal stores, but yeah. Hello. I wonder if we have like a little home base. Cafe? No, we can't go in there. What's that red? Whoa, 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 oh. That's what that was. Okay. Alright, nice! Use the Hitman. Sweet. Punkling. That's a cool name. And I got an onigiri. Did I just pull that out of his pocket or something? Just kicked his ass and went through his pockets and grabbed an onigiri in there. Does anyone know if onigiri are sold with like in plastic packages? Like they're stored there so you can keep them in your pocket. Anyway, slots. Match up symbols on the 3 spinning reels to win tokens, each winning combination yielding a different amount. Certain combos trigger bonus games in which you can win more tokens than usual. When finished, you can exchange these tokens for various prizes. Your slot machine adventure will end under the following conditions. Your in-game currency falls below 1,000 yen, and you have less than 3 tokens. The machine's total spin count reaches 9,999 and becomes maxed out. Okay. Yeah, I'll see about this. I've never understood the obsession in Japanese video games with gambling, where it's more considered, in the U.S., it's definitely considered not normal to, to have gambling shown to children, but it's considered more okay in Japan. In order to play this machine, you need to download add-on content from the Steam store. No, I'm not going to do that, actually. Whoops. I don't know if I would have to pay for that, so I'm not going to check that. Maybe I'll do it another time. I'm not really a big fan of gambling in general, and I don't tend to do it in any game. Just the idea of risking my money kind of sucks. I just don't like the idea. Ooh, Club Sega. I would go to Club Sega. Okay, here's my guy. Hello?
Yep.
I was waiting for you, Anarchy. Let's get back to the office. Yeah, sure, I'll go back. Yeah, let's. I think this is more of like a hang out and have fun kind of game from what I've seen, not a game where you rigidly stick to the story.
What happened with that porn peddler?
Sir, Aniki took care of him today. He won't ever pull that shit again without going through us first.
Okay. And how much did you get from him?
About that,
I gave the money back to the high schoolers who bought the videos. It was the fair thing to do, and the kids were grateful to our family. I see. And that debt we bought? Oh, yeah. Went off without a hitch. Here's the guy's wallet. Just as you requested, sir.
Weird Japanese compulsion with holding things with two hands to show respect is weird. I kinda wish they'd stop doing that. It seems silly.
All the money's there, including interest.
What? I guess he got the money from Masato, whatever.
Wow. Excellent work. Is that what you thought I would say?
Oh boy.
This bill strap is from the young master's bank. Ichi, what's the real story?
Yeah, he took it from Masato.
There is no real story. The young master gave that to me. I swear. He gave it to you? Or did you beg him for it to make quota? Begging for scraps won't fix your incompetence. I didn't beg! I have too much pride to pull something like that! You have pride when you can't earn for the family?
There's a lot of face slapping in Yakuza movies. Wow, it already had a bruise.
What's that look? Pretending it didn't hurt. You don't even know.
Oh, another great Yakuza movie you have to check out. One of the
Yakuza
absolute best is called Cops vs.
Yakuza
Thugs.
takes real responsibility.
Generally one of the top 5 Yakuza movies ever.
Bring me the knife.
Oh, he's gonna cut one of his fingers off, Yakuza style. Supposedly Bob the Builder was banned in Japan at one point because his tiny little segmented fingers sort of looked like he was Yakuza. Although maybe that was an urban myth.
Do it.
But I just thought it was a neat story, even if it was made up.
What's wrong? You don't know how real Yakuza atone?
I don't feel bad for you. You stupidly decided not to take the money when it was there.
If you're lucky, it'll slip right between the joints for a clean cut.
Yeah, but it's gonna go to the bone, though.
Good to see you, boss. Welcome back, boss. Welcome back, sir.
Ichi, walk with me.
And why does he have the glove on the hand?
Yes, sir.
Does he have the finger-cutting knife just in his desk? Just there perpetually in case he needs to do this?
Boss, you saved my
Well, he
ass
saved his
back
finger,
there.
not his ass. Yeah.
Can't you at least try to get along with Joe?
Oh no, he hates my guts. Just because, well, I'm not much of an earner.
Try putting yourself in his shoes. He's doing his duty as a family treasurer.
Sure, I know that, but it's like we just have different visions of what a Yakuza should be, you know? To me, it's more about duty and standing up for people, not money.
And it's okay to see things differently. That's the strength of the Arakawa party.
Party?
Sorry, party?
Are they turning into a political party?
It's not so different
we
than
didn't
those games you
understand party
like,
either.
is
What
it?
was that about?
Everyone has a
I mean,
certain
the
skill
Yakuza
they
did get
bring
involved
to the
with
table.
politics,
Some
unfortunately, just
people
like
are
the
like
Mafia
you,
did with
charging in
Indians
head
and things.
first without a thought. Others cover your ass, like Mitsu. And some are better at cracking the whip. That's Joe. All of these people keep the organization running.
Yeah, and you're the king of them all.
The king? To me, all of you are more like sons than subjects. Speaking of, you looked after Masato today.
Yep, that's right.
Yes, sir.
Sorry to keep asking you to help me with something so personal. How was he?
Fine.
That's good to hear. These days, he doesn't even answer my calls. I may be king of the Arakawa family, but to my other family, it's nothing but a title.
He was having some Tony Soprano
Well, Ichiban,
problems
why
with his
don't
other
we go
his
get
regular
our
family.
last meal of the 20th century?
Yeah, sure.
Are they going to go to the assassination club? I'm worried that these cutscenes may become too long and it may cause my controller to desync again, which is annoying.
Did you see that? I guess nobody cares about PDA on New Year's.
That reminds me. You find yourself a girl yet?
No, sir. I'm like a
reverse
chick magnet.
Don't be so quick to throw in the towel.
Easy for you to say. You probably had girls all over you at my age.
What? I won't abide such slander.
No,
You use the past tense. Going silver has only made me a bigger hit with the ladies. Of course, of all the women over the years, there was only one. Just one I might have started a family with.
Yeah?
Yes. Masato's mother.
Oh.
I've never told you the details, have I?
No, sir. I do know that she passed away.
Yes. Let me start on New Year's Eve 24 years ago. I was just a grunt in the Hikawa family, but the patriarch asked me if I'd marry his daughter.
She was the young master's mother?
Just listen. I loved someone else. Her name was Akane.
Uh-oh. What did...
I was naive. I thought if I ignored my boss's daughter, she'd get annoyed and dump me. The whole time, I was dating Akane in secret on the side. I remember the moment she told me she was pregnant.
Oh, man.
I knew right then what I needed to do. I had to step up as a man. Problem was, I couldn't find the right moment to tell the boss about Akane and our child. By the time I worked up the courage to tell him, Akane was almost due. So I got down on my hands and knees and told the boss I already had a girl.
He didn't let you off easy, I take it.
Oh. He had his guys beat the shit out of me. I entered the new year barely able to move. If only it could have been over and done with then.
Huh?
The boss gave an order to the family. An order to kill Akane.
What?
Oh.
Kill her?
Yes. I couldn't believe it myself. But he was serious. Even though we were a small family, we were very good at making people
There's probably
disappear.
a lot of cutscenes front-loaded.
And when we killed,
eases
the
out
body was never found. That's what was waiting for Akane and me, for bringing shame to the patriarch. To this day, I have no idea how I got out alive. When I learned what was happening, I fled. I don't think they expected that after how badly they beat me. At the same time, Akane was at the hospital having the baby. I called her and told her to leave as soon as possible. I knew Yakuza were already on their way to the hospital, so I made a plan. I told her we could meet at this cafe so we could skip town.
Cafe Alps?
That must be.
Yes. I waited and waited, but she never came. But just as I was about to lose all hope, I got a call.
Akane?
Hello?
Where are you? I thought they caught you.
Was this a flashback now? Yep, I
Our
guess
baby
so.
is here.
Huh?
Was Masato injured from like, the attack on Akane?
I got away, but they're not far behind. I have to keep moving.
Where are you? I'll come get you.
Shinjuku Station. By the lockers.
Okay, stay there. Try to blend into the crowd.
Honestly, they're here. What do I do?
Akane, they're looking for a woman with a baby.
Ditch the baby in the sewer.
Hide
him in a locker. Like a coin locker baby?
Keep a low profile.
Like,
Why our baby in a locker?
in Silent Hill 4? Silent Hill 4 was kind of
Don't
partially
worry.
based on
I'll
a
come get him as soon
novel
as I
called
can.
Coin Locker Babies about infants
Once
that
you're
were
in a safe
left in
place, call the manager at Cafe Alps. Tell him where you
rental
are.
lockers in Japan.
Now hurry! Put the baby in a locker.
I hope it wasn't based on a true story. It was just that map.
Okay. Take good care of him.
Akane.
Hey, there she is! That's
we
her!
found her anyway.
Go, go, go!
Hey!
Akane!
Where's the woman? Damn it! Where'd she go? Hurry up and find her!
Does anyone walking by have a cell phone? Because when did this take place if this is at least 20 to 30 years before 1999? I mean, I assume they meant the New Year, like, in Western dating, not like the Japanese or Chinese New Year, right?
Yeah!
Wow. Oh boy. This is gonna be a fight. Oh no, it isn't.
Akane.
Did she tell him what coin locker it's in? Or is he just gonna hear the baby crying or something?
Hold on! I'll get you out!
Oh, that's how he crippled him? Just go ask one of the attendants for the key, you idiot. There must be someone who works there.
Open, you piece of shit!
The station that has the key, the master key. We're gonna kill that baby. Nipponese ninny. Masato should be pissed off at his father if he did this.
This is my child.
Oh, is he dead? That's a dead baby.
Are you okay? Damn it! Move! Move!
I rescued our child and ran
good.
to a hospital.
Ran to a hospital? Don't you have
The
ambulances?
doctor examined Masato and said he had multiple organ failure due to low body temperature.
So that's why the young master is in a
But he's
chair.
sometimes in a chair.
Yes. It was that cold inside the locker. And apparently, if I had found him 5 minutes earlier, it could have prevented the complications.
This just seems too melodramatic.
Boss, it wasn't your fault. I mean, you got there as soon as you could.
I just want to apologize to you. You're burdened with Masato's care because of me.
I don't think of it that way, sir.
I never saw Akane again after that. She ran to a bar she knew, but the Hikawa family was already there. As I was taking Masato to the hospital, they were taking her away. They killed her.
Oh.
A few days later,
I think this might be more
the
powerful
patriarch
if
and
we
several of his men
were
disappeared.
playing as
The Hikawa family had ceased
this
to
guy
exist.
when it happened and sort of saw it play through rather than hear him tell the story.
Oh, never mind. Forget
Maybe
it.
that would have been too complicated.
Sorry for rambling on and on, but there's something I've always wanted to tell you, even if only by oath.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
consider you a son as well.
Oh, jeez, sir. That's...
Well, enough gloomy talk. Let's eat, hmm? I'm starving.
Me too.
Well, seeing as I'm the king and all, how about we feast on the
You'd think
king
he'd never
of
set foot in a
Chinese
Chinese
food?
restaurant again after his father was
Oh,
murdered.
gyoza!
No,
What's
not
gyoza?
gyoza. Peking duck.
Duck?
Is that what?
Is that
What do you mean?
even
Is that even edible?
Mm-hmm. The duck is dried in the sun, then roasted. And the skin comes out so crispy and delicious, you'll love it. You peel off the perfectly brown skin, wrap it in seasoned dough. Then your mouth is filled with the sweet and spicy fragrance of the sauce.
Damn. That does sound good.
Yes, which is why in ancient China, only the imperial court ate it.
Oh, so it really is the king of Chinese food.
Yep. But I wonder if we can find it in Kamurocho.
There's gotta be a place serving it somewhere.
We have to find a Chinese restaurant that serves Peking duck. Hello? No? Nothing here. I might have to do something about vibrations. It's so weird to get, like, you bumped into something and then it's vibrations. Doesn't seem right. Did it... Alvin? Oh, we must have been here before. Love Bunny. 2F. It's 2F me. And if you want to check out a really good, more modern Yakuza movie, check out the Outrage series that stars Takeshi Kitano. It kind of doesn't have anything like bigger as a story than just like random Yakuza violence, but I mean that's really all you need. I mean that's what you came for, right? And there's a lot of finger cutting and killing and everything like that. It's a lot of it's really enjoyable. And Sonatine, of course, but that's a really famous one. Almost everyone knows about the mid-90s Sonatine movie. Okay, I can't go this way. Alright. Let's check down here. Whoop. There's bicycles. Can move aside there, alright. Bonk. I love bonking into people when I move past them. Because I always, when I actually walk, I sort of restrain myself quite a bit and sort of pull away so I don't rush by people. So I like in games just giving people a good bonk. Cecil Cafe. Wait, I can go in here? I guess I can't go in here right now. Wait, well, oh no, you order here. Hi. Welcome. Gindako Highball Tavern. Select from menu. What do we have? Oh, malt draft, highball, Jim Beam highball, oolong tea. Ooh. Yeah, I'll buy some oolong tea. Confirm your order. Yes. Who's hungry? Thanks for the meal. Thank you very much. Huh, okay. What's this place? Welcome. And, oh, ramen? Ooh, nice. Ooh. Extra large bowl. And beer and miso soup. Okay. I'm sure this would look a lot more impressive if I had the, you know, the big, fancy, graphic settings on, but like I said, the game would not run that way. But, crowds of people. Tokyo Potpourri, does that say? Oh, bowling? We can go bowling? I think, have I seen people bowl in these games? Oh no, it's closed. Alright. Fine. Fine. Okay. Nope, can't go that way. Alright. Sorry. The music is excellent, I do like that. Although it doesn't, of course, compare to the greatness of Battles Without Honor Humanity.
Seriously? Hey! You guys open? We need pancake duck!
I think he is an idiot. He's hitting a sign.
It's almost the new year. The employees are probably at home waiting to ring it in with their families.
Man, I really wanted to try it though.
Another time, I promise.
Yeah? Thank you, sir. That duck got lucky today. But he won't get away from us next time.
Oh wait, it's the year 2000.
Have a good New Year's,
so we're
you
going
two!
to 2001, okay.
Ichiban, what have I told you?
Oh, sorry.
Be careful where you laugh outdoors. The only time a Yakuza should laugh with his teeth
is when he's with family or when he's in deep shit. I know.
Right. Reputation is everything for
Our
a Yakuza.
reputation can't be very good if we just give money away.
Well, since we missed our shot at the duck, shall we go to our usual Oden place?
Sounds good.
This game is killing me with all this food I can't eat right now because of my health issues. It's painful sometimes watching this.
Now, what's wrong, Ichi? You look like you're about to shit yourself. Fuck off.
Ah, the person disappeared.
Don't you stop by to help out at home every now and then?
Not for a while, I guess.
You should treasure the place where you grew up.
It's not like it was the most normal place for a kid to be.
More backstory about Ichiban.
No matter how it happened, home is home. One day you won't be able to.
I guess
go
Ichiban
back,
is a proper name in Japanese. I thought it just meant the best or the greatest. But I guess Ichi the Killer must have been named Ichiban.
23 years ago, on January 1st, I came into this world screaming inside this...
If you haven't guessed, my primary knowledge about Japan is horror, crime, and exploitation movies. Wow.
My
This little
mom
bitey
worked at
boy.
Soaplands. Even popped me out in one. Then she disappeared. I didn't know that till I was older, when Dad told me.
You told me when I was 6 months old.
I say Dad, but we weren't related by blood. He was the owner of the soapland that took me in.
Oh, that's nice.
Don't know who my other dad is. Probably some guy who dropped in for a wham bam thank you, ma'am.
Hey! Can someone keep an eye on Ichiban?
Oh, come here,
What
E.T.
is Soapland exactly?
Hey, it's my turn to hold him.
Is it like a bathhouse, or is it like a quote-unquote bathhouse?
I was raised by this city's working class folks.
I like it seeing the more Japanese working class, because usually they have a much more middle class sensibility to the people that we see in the world we examine. Or if there is a working class character, is like a token that's sort of looked down upon that seems a little bit dumb.
According to society, all those people who raised me are scum.
Well, I suppose that would make me scum too.
What? Never! You're everything I want to be! You're like a god!
So, first I'm a king, and now I'm a god?
What are you looking at there, Ichi?
When I met you, I had just graduated middle school. After my foster dad died, I dropped out of school and just started drifting.
Poor Ichi.
Just picking fights, shaking people down for easy money. But karma always catches up to a dumbass punk.
So we were a dumbass punk at some point.
Eventually, I beat up the wrong guy. A Yakuza. So yeah, his crew locked me in a Yakuza office and beat the shit out of me. I thought I was a goner, but I made one last-ditch effort to live and yelled out a name. Arakawa.
What? The Arakawa family. If you kill me, they'll hunt every last one of you down.
You guys got like a
In
kendo
those
sword
days,
over there or
the
something.
name Arakawa the Assassin was like a whispered threat. I didn't give a shit about Yakuza, or who they were at the time, but I knew that name. I thought if I name-dropped them, maybe they'd freak out and let me live.
You're saying you're Arakawa? A kid like you?
But my plan backfired. Big time. Turned out, these guys were in a huge turf dispute with the Arakawa family.
One of your little brats damn near beat my boy to death. Says his name's Ichiban Kasuga. Oh, he ain't getting away. Not in the sorry state we put him in. You want him back, you better send Patriarch Arakawa personally.
I knew the jig was up. I'd never even met Arakawa, so obviously he wasn't gonna come.
Maybe we ought to just kill him, Aniki. Arakawa ain't gonna show his face to pick up his trash.
Looks like you're shit out of luck, you little brat.
Sorry I'm late. You guys always go this hard on kids? Where's this brat of mine you say you've got?
Arakawa-san! The little fuck damn near took our guy out! We can't just hand him back to you without some compensation! Somebody's gotta take responsibility.
I see. Well, how about a finger? I'll trade you my finger for him. Sound fair? I'll just borrow this.
That cut his own finger off?
All right then.
Yikes.
Let's go, you little shit. What?
You saved my life. Why? How can I thank you?
Save your blubbering gratitude. That finger wasn't for you. I'm a Yakuza. For us, reputation is everything. My face, my name, they mean something. What do you think it would have meant if I'd begged them to return you? The whole Arakawa family would have paid for it. If a Yakuza shows weakness, he's done. I did the only thing that would preserve my family's cred.
Not the only thing. You could have just said you didn't know me. Why not do that?
Yeah,
why not?
Why didn't
indeed? Maybe I wanted to make an impression on a kid who knew my name.
And at that moment, I saw my life's path ahead of me. It was following this man.
Welcome back, Patriarch Arakawa!
Back the fuck up! How many times I gotta say this? We got no cups for punks like you.
Never mind the kid, Joe.
I didn't care how often they ignored me or what they said.
He seems to
I
fit
stood
into the
outside
trope
that
of
office every day.
Kung Fu
In the
movies
pouring
where
rain.
somebody goes to a monastery to train,
Under
but they
the
won't train
scorching
him, so he
sun.
just hangs out there or does odd jobs for long enough. For months or years even, until they decide to train him.
Welcome back,
Like in 36
Patriarch
Chamber of
Arakawa!
Shaolin.
Who's he? You know him?
Go on ahead, Masato. Kid, the Yakuza isn't something to aspire to. Haven't your parents explained that to you?
I don't have parents, sir! I had a foster dad, but he's dead now!
Come on.
Sir!
It'd been 100 days since I'd met Arakawa-san. Man, that Oden is always so freaking good. Thanks for treating me, boss.
Sure thing.
Club Sega! Be cool if the door opened, you heard that little Sega when you walked in. I go in and out of there all day.
Hey, it's almost time for the countdown.
Hey, stop it!
Uh-oh. Young punks.
You came here alone on New Year's Eve. That means you're looking for one thing.
Leave me alone!
Quit acting like you're too good for us. Let's have some fun.
Sometimes it's the scum of society that has to do the cleaning up.
You just extort and murder.
Hey,
you don't do this.
A new century's about to start, and I know you don't want to spend the first week lying in a hospital bed. Get out of here before an old man has to crack some skulls.
The hell you say? Keep out of this. Who the fuck are you?
Tojo clan, Arakawa family. Now get your drunk asses away from the lady here. Time to go home and listen to the New Year's bells like good boys.
Hold on. Are you guys Yakuza? They've gotta be. Look, he's got the hair and everything.
Are known for having very short, closely
Plus they're wearing costumes straight out of a mafia movie.
You fuckers better not be making fun of us! Hey boss, leave this to me!
Oh boy.
It's been a few years since I saw you fight. Hopefully you're stronger now.
Oh, just wait till you see what I can do.
Street punks. Nice. Oops. Cool. Oops. Oh, he got me. Oh, nice. Oh, keeps kicking me. Nice. Oh, the guys weren't that tough.
Who is this guy?
He's crazy.
You okay, miss?
Get away from me!
Hey, come on, at least thank the boss!
It's fine. Just forget it, Ichi. Remember, we're Yakuza.
Yeah, I get it.
Now then, I'll see you later, Ichi. You better show up at the office next year.
Wouldn't miss it for the world. Good night, boss.
You too.
Man, he's such a badass. Now, I wouldn't mind another drink.
Four, three, two, one. Getting drunk in public. I wonder if that's a crime in Japan.
Sir, you have to wake up. Wake up now.
We got New Year's or
Oh shit. Fell asleep.
It's dangerous to fall asleep outdoors, you know. Can I see identification?
Identification?
Yes, like your license.
Violent
crime was committed out here recently.
Hope our boss is okay. All our money's gone. Perfect.
Shit. My wallet's gone.
You see why you shouldn't sleep out here? You need to file a stolen item report now? I'm busy, so you'll have to go down to the station.
His
Hi,
phone is
boss.
still there? That's
First
weird.
of all, Happy New Year.
Sorry to call you first thing in the morning, Ichi.
No problem. I'm up and ready to seize the day.
Can you come by the office?
Sure thing. You want to go out for the first shrine visit of the year?
No. Just come to the office.
Yeah, and that giant, loud maroon suit with your
okay.
lapels you
You
can
got it.
ski down. Sure, be discreet. I can't remember if it was... There were two Yakuza movies I always get mixed up. One is Graveyard of Honor, and the other is Yakuza Graveyard. I forget which one is which, but I think in Graveyard of Honor, the main character is like a brutal gangster, a hitman, but eventually he becomes a like a down-and-out heroin addict, and I kind of like this miserable, downer 70s ending conclusion to everything. So why are the police all here? The police do occasionally raid Yakuza buildings, so maybe that's what's going on too. Guess I should take the back streets. Well, I'm a gangster, I guess that would make sense. Should just sort of sneak in. Okay. Oh, I can go in here. Oh, that's right, I was in here before. Hello? Garbage cans. Maybe the boss is, maybe one of our guys was hit last night and murdered. We gotta go, take revenge.
Hold up. What family you from?
Arakawa. And don't you forget it.
Oh, yeah, asshole? How about you don't forget your
Forget your
place?
place.
Oh, yeah? And who the fuck are you?
The Sakaki family, dumbass!
Are they in the same clan, just a different family? Or, oh, 4 versus 1? Okay, I've got a block, I think. Ooh, I did perfect guard. Not that, though. Okay, I did guard. Guard, nice. They seem to be pretty lenient on when you can press the guard, which is nice. Okay, one of them was defeated. That's nice. Do I have to turn around? Like, how could I have blocked that if the guy was coming from the other direction? Nice. Might as well just use my special. Whoops. Oh, I did an extra attack along with the punch. That's nice. What? Oh, I guess he tried to taunt me or something? I was never really all that thrilled about the taunting mechanic in D&D. Oh, I tried to attack someone and you got an attack of opportunity. That's not good. Oh, he missed me. Kabam! Nice. That first guy took a couple of hits, so he must have been a tough one. Okay. So even if you miss the first guard, you can still... Every slash they make, you can try to block. Nice. Level 4. Sweet.
I feel the stats going up.
Not much more HP. Okay, that's alright, I guess.
Fuck you.
I wonder if it's randomized when you get more skills. Or if it's based on what you do in battle or something.
Probably nothing. We've always
Like you punch more and you take more damage, you get more hit points, or you use more skills and get more
head
HP.
into the office.
It's probably just a set amount. Okay. What is going on?
It's me, Ichiban. Boss? Good morning.
Oh, he's okay, good.
Oh, Ichi. Have a seat.
Sir!
Oh, that's a lot of cigarettes.
Stop. Just sit down.
Sure.
I thought he wanted to show off that he has fingers missing, not cover it up with a glove.
You know the Sakaki family,
Yeah,
right?
just beat some of them up.
You mean the family we've been fighting with?
We're fighting them because of a rumor that they're connected to the Omi.
But aren't the Omi all the way out in Kansai?
That must be another
Yes.
Yakuza clan.
They control the entire region. They're much bigger than most people realize. The Tojo clan has butted heads with them for years. It's a bitter rivalry.
And what? The Sakaki family's cooperating with them?
No. The
So the
Sakaki
Sakaki
family
family is
isn't
part of the
stupid
Tojo
enough to
clan,
commit
but they're working
outright treason.
secretly
But they have
for
been
another
selling intel to the Omi for some
clan?
quick, easy
Okay.
cash. I confronted them about it at an officers' meeting, but their patriarch pretended not to know anything.
Bastard traitor.
Long story short, they don't like us much right now. But at the same time, they still report directly to our main family. So we need to be careful. We don't want to cause the main family any trouble. That said...
Did something happen?
2 hours ago, I got a call from Joe. He shot a Sakaki
I wonder if
Yakuza.
we get guns later.
Really?
Apparently, he just happened to run into one of them. They were both alone. No other men. It was one-on-one. They talked shit to each other for a bit. Then, Joe pulled his gun. Luckily, no one saw them. But the police have already found the other guy's body. It's only a matter of time before they raid our office. If word gets out that our captain killed someone from a family above ours, it will be considered mutiny.
Supposedly
We'll
back in the
be
90s
expelled
there was
from the
a
Tojo
big raid
clan,
by the police on the
and our tiny
Yamaguchi
family
Fugu
will
clan
go up in smoke.
in Japan, and they found in the basement a bear, like a huge black bear, that the clan had illegally obtained, and they were going to have it fight to the death against a pack of dogs, and they were going to have people bet on it, which is pretty horrifying, if that is true, and not some exaggeration.
You see why I can't let Joe get arrested for this.
So do we have to kill him instead of letting him get arrested?
Ichi, would you be willing to take his place?
This is something that appears in the Yakuza movies a lot too, where an innocent...
Are you serious, boss?
A Yakuza man is arrested in place of a guilty one who's higher up. But this guy is such a moron. You want to go to jail for murder?
This is my chance to finally repay my debt to you.
Will you completely
After everything you've
repay
done
the
for me.
debt? Or what? Is it going to cut to like 10
Let him
years
lock
in
me up
jail?
for 10 or even 20 years.
I think Japan has
I'd be
more
happy
lenient,
to do it for you.
more European attitudes about murder convictions than the US. Like in the US, if he did this, he'd be in jail for life with no parole. Someone asked me to do this, I tell them to go to hell. I'm not taking the fall for someone else's mistake. Supposedly the actual Yakuza do this sometimes too, to get like actual hitmen are let off the hook by junior members taking the blame for something.
Happy birthday, Aniki!
Hey, me
It's
too.
his birthday.
Thanks.
He has to go to
Good
jail
job
for
surviving
a long
another
time.
year. We made it to a new century.
Oh, yeah. Guess so.
Damn, you sound pretty bored for a birthday boy. What's up with you? Hey, you going to your first shrine visit of the year? How about we do Kamaro again?
You do it, and have a good time. I'm not going.
Huh? Why not?
Something came up.
Did Captain Sawashiro spring something on you?
Yeah, basically.
New Year's barely begun and he's already working you like a dog.
No holidays for the Yakuza. We work
Maybe that was why
365 days a year.
brought him into the clan in the first place, so he could just be a patsy.
Me too.
To be used.
How old are you right now?
20, if you really want to know. Why?
So in 10 years, you'll be 30.
So he's only 20 years old. I thought he was older.
Great math, dude. What are you getting at?
Just eat well and live life to the fullest, man.
Oh no, wait. I guess he meant the other guy.
Feeling okay?
Is it the blonde guy?
I'll call you later.
All right.
Well, I wish we didn't have to do this, but I guess that's the life of a Yakuza. Head to the beef bowl shop. I guess udon was more like shish kebab or something. Again, know virtually nothing about Japan. Okay. Was this the... yeah, the locked crate things. Prisons are a pretty common setting for Yakuza movies, too. There's supposedly a... I think it was called Abashiri Prison series back in the 60s, where they made like 15 entries in the series of Yakuza messing around in this brutal prison. Okay. Let's try beef bowl. 3 beef bowls, okay.
Might be my last meal as a free man for a while. Screw it.
Yo, hit me with one more!
Huh? Sure. Coming right up. Another beef bowl!
It pains me to say this, Ichi, but you've been banished from the family effective last month.
What? I'm banished?
If only he'd been from a family outside the clan, I could have merely expelled you. But this man, not only was he Tojo, he reported directly to the main family.
But being banished, doesn't that mean I can never come back?
Don't worry. I'll be working on that personally. I'll have the whole thing reversed by the time you get out of prison.
Thank you, boss.
And perhaps banishment will work in our favor. The court will go easier on you now that you're just a civilian.
Let them do their worst. I can handle a few years in the can. You gotta savor every last moment, don't you?
While eating a beef bowl? For sure.
Enough stalling.
Come back soon.
Hey, buddy. Did you ever find your wallet? Well, if not, you might as well file a theft report inside.
It's what necklace he has there. Don't do it, Ichi. This is so dumb. Just leave.
We find the defendant, Ichiban Kasuga, guilty of murder.
He
which
is
is a light
hereby
sentence for the
sentenced
U.S.
to
He probably wouldn't
15
get
years
that,
in
even
prison.
for maybe manslaughter, maybe, but out and out murder, I don't know about that. Okay, Act 2. Is this in prison or after we leave prison? Bloody reunion. I guess after we leave. Oh no, Morris, you're still in jail. Doing some labor. Oh, we're packing chopsticks. I guess that's something prisoners do.
Hey, you missed a box. So you're gonna...
His ass, Ichi.
Sir, I've completed my quota for the day. May I take a bathroom break?
Very well.
You were green in Japanese prisons. Oh, they're gonna go kick his ass in the bathroom. I can barely even tell if that's her hair, the hair like that.
So, word in the yard is you used to be Tojo Clan. You think you can be the perfect little prisoner and get back on the outside quick and easy?
Why isn't he fighting back?
Idiot, you're a murderer. You could act like a goddamn angel in here, but you won't be getting parole for at least 10 years. So I'd say it's in your best interest to get along with us. Not much to say, huh? Hey, what family were you in? That's a simple enough question to answer. Right?
The Arakawa family.
Arakawa? You mean that little after-school club of a family? Oh man, this is such a letdown. Here I was thinking we had a real gangster in the house.
What did you just say?
I said your family's a bunch of small-time punks. Your patriarch may have been Arakawa the assassin once,
Man,
but that was
is
a long time ago.
Soft. He's
I heard he's gone fucking soft
on
now.
the street and just being
You
nice
got
to
locked
his
up for
son.
that washed-up has-been, and you think it means something. Oh, that's so fucking cute.
Bastard. I'll kill you.
Try your best, little bitch. Oh, you fucking...
Am I in a punishment cell now for getting into a fight? Or is this my regular cell? Bread in a juicy box. Is bread commonly eaten in Japan? Instead of rice?
Why'd you suddenly fight back? You took it for a whole year. Those guys had to be taken to the police hospital
So
for
we
crying
did fight
out
back.
loud.
That's something.
You knocked all their teeth out.
They were talking shit about my boss.
Your patriarch waiting for you on the outside?
Yeah. They were calling him a nobody, saying all this bullshit about him going soft. I couldn't just let that stand.
Yeah, but he's not exactly the most ruthless gangster mob boss leader in the world.
Well, what's he gonna say when he hears the bad news?
He won't hear it. That's why I beat their sorry asses.
I'm not talking about
What,
that.
he's going to spend more time in jail?
I'm talking about your sentence getting extended. I don't understand why anybody commits murder in the first place. But if there really is someone out there waiting for you, you should behave yourself. When someone believes in you, try not to disappoint them.
$15 Is that a prison cell in Japan? That's weird.
Number 1119. Letter for you. Apparently it's from someone important.
Odd Japanese.
It's from Arakawa-san.
They didn't look any older.
Dear Ichiban, I wanted to avoid writing to you while you're in prison, but today my brush just called to me. If your sentence hadn't been extended, I would be planning your big welcome back party right now. I can't tell you how sad I am that I can't do that. The days have been so lonely without you.
This doesn't seem like particularly grueling labor. Like
Sometimes I think I hear your laughter in the office, but I always turn around and see that nobody's there. Only a parent knows how truly empty a home can feel. Parents are nothing without their children.
$2019. Still got that stupid suit on.
I'm anxiously waiting for the day when I will turn around and see your laughing face. P.S. The day you get out of prison, let's get that Peking duck we missed.
Getting out of prison and going back to the gang store.
Boss, I'm
always
so
a big
sorry.
part of.
When I got into that fight, I wasn't even thinking about how long you had already been
Gangster
waiting for
movies,
me.
and not just Yakuza movies.
An extra 3 years I made you wait just because I did something stupid.
Yeah, he's not even out there, probably.
I'm sorry I failed you. I held you up for so long, but I'm out now. I'm finally back.
Usually this would be where the game or the movie would begin, like getting out of the prison, not... and no one's there, you fucking idiot. You were expelled from the clan. You can't go back, I don't think.
Did you not know they've gotten more strict about enforcing the anti-Yakuza laws? It shouldn't surprise you that bosses aren't pulling up in fancy cars at prisons anymore.
In the letter, he said he'd come for me.
Not gonna happen. Just too dangerous these days.
Yeah. Thanks for everything.
So I guess I have to walk back somehow, or... They could have at least sent me some money.
You really thought the welcome wagon was coming?
Who's that?
Of course, you being in the slammer for 18 years, only natural you'd be a bit mixed up. I gotta say, that's some deep loyalty you've got, waiting for a boss that never even visited you.
Who the hell are you?
Oh, the police
Kanagawa
guy.
Police.
Maybe we join
A
the police and
detective.
take down the gang.
Like used to be. Now I'm just a washed-up DMV grunt 1 year shy of retirement.
What's a guy from the slowest department ever doing here? Come to remind me to renew my license? Is that a service you offer nowadays?
I'm here because I have real business with you. You, the murderer, who shot a man on the last night of the 20th century. Heck, I even used some precious PTO to be here today.
Ah, well, sorry to disappoint you, but I don't plan on being a repeat offender.
That's what everyone thinks when they get out. The moment they set foot on the other side of this fence.
Shove it up your ass. You don't know shit about me.
You were born and raised in Kamurocho, after being abandoned at the famous Shangri-La soapland. The owner, Jiro Kasuga, took you in. Then he and his prostitutes raised you. Well, after that, it's by the book. You dropped out of school, committed multiple offenses of shoplifting and assaults, then finally joined the Yakuza at age 16. Oh, you had a largely unremarkable career as a member of the Tojo clan's Arakawa family. Well, till the night you killed an officer higher up on the food chain. Then, January 1st, 2001, you turned yourself in at Kamuro Police Station. Then, you were sentenced to 15 years at this prison. After getting an extra 3 years tacked on for bad behavior, we finally arrive at today, where you were just
Yeah,
released
we don't
about
need to
3.5
hear this
minutes
recap.
ago.
We just lived it.
That about
This would be
sum it
something you'd say if you didn't
Wow.
have the intro.
You're my biggest fan for
narration,
sure.
the intro
You want an
level.
autograph to show your DMV friends?
I just do my homework.
Great. Whatever. I don't care why you're here. Just get out of my way. There's somewhere I need to be.
Oh, paying a visit to the Arakawa family?
It ain't none of your business. Just leave me alone.
Oh, but actually, it is my business. It very much is. Nothing personal, of course. Now, you're free to go wherever you feel like, but I'm coming with.
What? Are you serious? What? Whatever. Do what you want, man.
Was he getting a haircut?
Miss, I don't want to insult you, but... What did you do to my hair?
I tried. It's just when you asked for a punch perm, I had to look it up. The truth is, I've never done one before.
How am I supposed to face the boss with a rat's nest on my head?
What kind of look are you going for, man?
Shut up! I just ended up with a bad barber is all. The hell's your deal anyway? You really gonna just keep following me?
I told you, I have business with you. But I'm waiting patiently for you to take care of yours. So, what's next?
You're creeping me out, man. Give me a break.
Ooh, a cemetery. Neat. Is that his foster father's grave?
I wondered where you were going.
Yeah,
Chikao Suzumori's grave,
Who's
huh?
that?
Hold on. Isn't he the guy that was killed
Oh.
18 years ago?
But you didn't kill him, remember?
Yeah, that's right.
Okay. So, who killed him?
You're looking at him.
Get real.
You think I'm joking?
Let me ask you this then. Why'd you kill him?
I've been banished from the Arakawa family, and
I was so mad, I just did it.
You killed someone just because you were pissed
Yeah,
off.
well, that's how
What are
it
you, a
happens
schoolboy with daddy's gun? Nah, you ain't that immature. Now, if I were you, I wouldn't be visiting the guy's grave.
Why do you even give a shit, huh?
I know that 18 years ago, Suzumori was shot and
Why don't you
killed,
tell the police that?
but not by you. And yet, you turned yourself in to save your family.
The Japanese
Everyone
court
knew you
system, I
didn't
think,
do it.
relies very
The
heavily
director
on
of criminal
confessions.
affairs, the judge,
So if you confess
jurors.
something,
Come on, Kasuga.
there's a
You
real
served your
problem of
time.
them not like looking into it
Why are you still
very
lying?
closely. Or at least there was many years ago.
Who really killed him?
So even if there's no corroborating evidence to say that you did it, as long as you say, yeah, it was me, they just accept that.
Well, you're a real piece of work.
Well, you're a big pain in my ass. When are you gonna drop the act?
My act?
The detective shtick. Why are you following me around? There's no way an old fart one breath away from retirement suddenly decides to babysit an ex-con. Who are you
Ex-cop
really?
down on his
What the
luck.
hell's your angle
Well,
here,
he's still a
man?
cop, but
My angle.
you know, not a detective anymore. In the serious parts of the department, trying to claw his way back up, doing things his own way and not by the book. That's another trope. Oh.
Arakawa-san. That's Arakawa.
Why are you running over to him?
Who's this dude?
That guy is Arakawa-san, isn't he?
Why are you asking? Who the hell are you? You some kind of reporter?
We don't do media, so get out of here. Go on, beat it.
You don't understand. I used to be a member of the Arakawa family.
If you were from the family, then we would know who you are.
I've been in prison for 18 years. I just got out today.
If you're gonna lie, you're gonna have to do better than that.
Just let me talk to Arakawa-san. You'll be glad to see me, so let me through.
Hey! Hold your horses there, dumbass. You don't know what you're dealing with.
Yeah, they're busy visiting an important grave today. Go on, get out of here.
I didn't do 18 years for this shit. Step aside. If you don't, they're gonna have 2 more graves to visit today.
Kabam! Ooh, he's tough though. Nope, that knocked me down. Miss. Nope, did not get that block. I should be using my skills, I guess. Level 4 Yakuza. Uh-oh. Man, I was enraged. I couldn't do anything else. Ooh. There we go. Nope, no block. Oh, there we go. One hit. One punch man him.
You bastard. You think you're getting away with this? Oh, you want some more?
Enough! Kasuga! Hey, fellas, we're sorry, okay? My friend here, he's a little crazy, that's all.
What the hell you say about me?
Look, I'll give him a good talking to. Sorry about all this. We'll get out of here.
Let go of me, damn it! Don't you get it? That's
That
my
was
boss!
your boss before he ditched you.
Boss! Arakawa-san! It's me! I got out today! It's Ichiban! Ichiban Kasuga!
Nah, he doesn't care.
Why didn't he recognize
That actually would
me?
be a really good twist. I would like that. That it turns out the guy who's supposed to be our hero is actually just
he forgot who you were?
and doesn't care about us at all
No
and turn
way.
against him. That
He
would be
didn't
fun.
forget me. I mean, shit. He sent me a letter in prison.
One letter, like
I'm sure he just didn't hear me.
15 years
He's
after you
older,
went to
you know?
prison.
His ears are starting to go, and his eyes too.
He definitely heard you. Pretty sure your eyes met too.
No, he didn't.
I understand. It's a hard thing to accept, Kasuga. But take a hint. Best case scenario, he simply forgot about you. If he does actually remember you, then clearly he doesn't want to talk to you.
That's not true. There's just no way. I know the problem.
What now?
Think. Why would he be here?
Visiting a grave, probably.
Exactly. Visiting Suzumori's grave.
Suzumori's grave?
And I bet if he saw me standing right next to it,
But he didn't go to
he'd
Suzumori's
recognize me
grave.
on
He
the
went
spot.
somewhere else. Idiot.
Yeah. All I gotta do is make sure he sees me right here, and...
Hey, look at that.
Maybe that's his son's grave.
He's, definitely visiting
Yeah,
a
no
different
kidding.
grave.
He went to a different
Which
grave.
one?
That's the former Omi chairman's grave.
The Omi Alliance? The Yakuza who run Kansai? Why would he visit that grave? And with so many guys?
It's a logical
Yeah, I
thing
guess
for
there's
him to
no.
do,
He doesn't have his own
since
clan anymore.
He's an Omi officer.
He works for the Omi.
Oh. Listen here, old-timer. Those guys we just finished fighting said they were Arakawa. Didn't you hear them? Well, the Arakawa family is from the Tojo clan.
I don't care
Tojo
what clan they're
clan.
from. It doesn't matter to me.
Everyone knows they've been at war with the Omi for ages. You must have been a pretty shit detective, huh?
The Arakawa family isn't Tojo anymore.
Huh? What did you just say?
Masumi Arakawa is currently the acting captain of the Omi Alliance. He's the second in command.
What are you talking about? That can't be true.
I knew you wouldn't believe me. But think about it. Arakawa was the patriarch of a third-string family in the Tojo clan. Not the greatest position, but the tides changed for him 2 years ago. You see, the newly elected governor of Tokyo promised to scrub the city of crime. He started with targeted attacks on all Tojo's sources of funding. He called it the Kamurocho 3K Plan.
The hell's that?
An anti-Yakuza policy. Keep them hungry, keep them poor, and keep them out. 3Ks. The police started raiding major Yakuza families with surgical precision. Family officers were being arrested one after the other. There was just one exception. The Arakawa family.
Huh?
That shouldn't come as a surprise. The reason the police were able to destroy the Tojo clan so fast was because they had inside intel from the Arakawa family. Basically, Masumi
Wow, he
Arakawa
sold out his own
sold
clan
out
to
the
the cops.
Tojo clan.
Maybe he
to the
did
cops.
No,
retain
he
some
wouldn't.
hatred for the Yakuza
I'm not
after
even
his
finished
father
with the
died.
story yet. With the Tojo clan almost completely wiped off the map, the Omi seized the opportunity and poured their guys into Kamurocho. And you know what the cops did? They looked the other way. Arakawa must have slipped them a little something under the table.
Like what?
I'm talking about a bribe, dumbass. Arakawa slipped the police some cash so they would ignore the Omi Alliance's expansion. And And that's how they took control of Kamurocho without spilling a single drop of blood. To pay back the favor, they welcomed Masumi Arakawa into their organization as the acting captain. Meanwhile, in the eyes of the Tojo clan,
yeah, no kidding,
Arakawa had committed high treason. So what little of the Tojo remains will occasionally attack the Omi, but it's pitiful. I'm sorry to tell you all this, but you had to find out sooner or later. Don't let it get you down. It had nothing to do with you. You okay?
That first chapter seemed like a titanically overextended introduction.
Yeah, didn't think so.
That really,
Arakawa-san defecting to the
this
Omi?
should have been just the intro.
The Tojo clan is gone?
Which is, you know, it's tons of narration and so forth, but still, it feels like a more logical place to begin
No way
things.
in hell it went down like that.
And maybe flashback
Arakawa-san
to a
was
few
like
scenes at
the
fun
walking
times with
image
the
of
boss
duty and
Arakawa.
honor. You saw him. He was visiting an Omi grave. Think about that. That wasn't Arakawa-san. I haven't seen the guy for 18 years, so how am I supposed to recognize him?
What?
Now that I think about it, that guy wasn't even wearing clothes that Arakawa-san would wear.
You do recall the men you fought identified themselves as Arakawa, yeah?
We must have misheard him. Where are you taking me anyway? This isn't the way to Kamurocho.
We're going to Yokohama.
What? No, I need to get to Kamurocho.
I told you, there's nothing for you there. Come with me to Yokohama. As I've said, the two of us have business.
So now we go to Yokohama.
Enough mystery. What business?
An investigation. You are gonna help me with it.
Oh, fuck off! Why should I help you with anything, huh?
Oh, I'm sorry. Did you think you had a choice in the matter? Soon we'll be in Kanagawa Prefecture, my jurisdiction. Now calm down, and let's have some peace and quiet, hmm?
You know what? Stop the car right now, or else I'll fuck you up!
Hey, Kasuga! If you won't come the easy way, I can make up a reason to do it the hard way. You want that?
Oh, now the threats are starting, huh? Well, at least they make you seem like a real cop.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, like any dirty cop. You're coming up with some bullshit story to trick me. So what is it you want? For me to do some of your dirty work? I can see right through you, fucker. What family in Yokohama are you from?
Wow. I showed you my badge, remember? But I guess there's no cure for stupid.
Ha! You think I'm gonna fall for that bullshit?
Hey, what do you think you're doing, you idiot? Where do you
I
think
wonder
you're
if we had to do driving scenes if we would go on the left side of the road like in Japan.
Kamurocho, obviously.
There would have to be a reason.
Were you
if we
even
want
listening
to
to
do
me?
Driving scenes.
You really
in the
need to
game,
drop the
because
detective
Western
act
audiences
already.
wouldn't.
It's
I mean,
obvious
unless
you're a
they're in
Yokohama
Japan.
Yakuza. And hey, at least I'll get one hell of a
Get it?
story out of this, how I nearly got kidnapped right out of prison.
Oh, you are such a dumbass.
I have to go find Arakawa-san now. He's somewhere in Kamurocho waiting for me.
Yeah, right.
Look, thanks for testing my instincts after I was in the joint for so long. Now see ya.
I promise, Kasuga. There's nothing left for you in Kamurocho.
This guy did 15 years and then 3 extra years in prison
Go sideways.
for a boss that just forgot
Guess
about it.
he has to see it for himself.
He's obviously really stupid. I wish we could play a smarter character that could choose to do things the way we want to do them, not sort of follow a set script of how he's going to do them, and then just give you the fob off your ability to do something good or bad in side quests, essentially.
What the hell is that?
He doesn't know what a smartphone is. I think this is a problem for some people that are just that came out of prison and who've been in there for like 10, 20 years. They don't know what a smartphone is. Doesn't know what a vape is.
Is that a cigarette?
It's really Kamurocho, but everything's so different now. First things first, I need to stop by the office. Tragically, it's now taking place in modern times, which definitely sucks major balls, unfortunately. Yep, can't go out here, unfortunately. Can't go in there yet. Ooh, snack machines. Do I have any money? Yeah, Poseidon power. Oh, it boosts attack. Boosts defense. Mysterious beverage. Ooh, coffee. If drank during combat, you will gain more money from the battle. That's interesting. I'll buy this apple defense juice, I guess. Maybe it's going to open up. The game's going to open up a little bit more here. Wait, what is this? Whoops. Bonk, bonk. Oh, it's like a whole... It's an arcade or something? Ooh, sexy club. Like the sound of that. Does not appear to be anybody here. I like to go to my sexy clubs at 10 a.m. on a Tuesday. Huh. This club isn't so sexy. There's nobody here. Oh. Keep going up. Whoa, whoa. Nope, can't get in. Okay. Wait, can I go in here though? Yes, I can. Toilet blocked off. Okay. Nope, can't go in. This is not the sexy club. Oh, it's easy? What is that? Hey, you want to play Mahjong with us? It'll run you 12,000 yen to do. No, no thanks. I did play a lot of Mahjong games on my iPad just to kind of take up time. What do you want? Hey there, got any questions? No, that's fine. I think it's more interesting than playing like solitaire. A little bit more thrilling than chess for me. And this is an office. That's not very exciting. Whee! Sexy club. Guess I have to come back at nighttime for the sexy club. Okay. What could this be? Can I click on this and go up the elevator? No, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Jungle Boy. Wonder if this is run by the band Tarzana. Or a very obscure Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 3 reference. Hmm. Yeah, they're all using smartphones, I guess, now. What is this place I'm trying to get to? There's a battle, it looks like, down there. Okay. I wonder, I guess my health and mind always restore to full after the battle. Ooh, what's this? Newbie Yakuzas. Okay. Nice. One attack. Well, 3 technically. Come on, come at me. Nice, bicycle hit. Cool. And I got an onigiri. Again. What is this place? Oh, I'll just open it up. Oh, a pawn shop. Okay. Ooh, a combat box cutter. 600,000 yen. Wow, we're not going to get weapons for a long time. Worn out leather shoes for more defense. Liquid nitrogen. Oh, Model gun. A modded model gun. Can you make a zip gun out of a model, like a toy gun? Is that possible? Huh. That doesn't sound very safe. It's probably the only way to get a gun in Japan, though. Okay, let's check over here. See if we can find the Arakawa clan. Although there is a fight over here. Yeah, my health and mana are restored to full after the battle. Which is kind of neat, but just kind of makes you go all out on every battle. Street thugs. Oh. One hit. Nice. Backup. Uh-oh. Also something taken from Wizardry, by the way. It was... Oh, no. Punklings. Yeah, these guys are really easy. I don't know why it said weak there. That's odd. Okay. Let's go have my boss yell at me for being stupid or something. There we go. More cutscenes.
This is it, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it was 18 years ago. They probably moved their offices a dozen times.
Hey, are you supposed to be here?
You got any idea what happened to the office that used to be here?
Office? This used to be, you know, a girls' bar.
What about before that? There was an office here.
No, before the bar it was a computer store. Before that it was a maid cafe, and before that, a Filipino bar, I think.
Bar?
But 18 years ago, a family had their office here. The Arakawa family? Don't you know what I'm talking about?
A family?
Not a family.
Not a family.
A Yakuza office, okay? Anyway, I know it was here.
That's too far back even for my old bones. But I'll be honest with you, I don't see how the Arakawa family could have been holed up in a dinky office like this.
Oh, so you do know them?
I don't think there's a soul on this side of town who doesn't. They're a huge, famous family.
Really? Finally, some good news. So where are they?
Maybe this is more like Battles Without Honor and Humanity than I thought.
Not
because
sure.
If the main guy betrays our
Yakuza
character
can't
and
exactly
uses
be loud
him
and proud, you know.
because he's honorable
Especially
and
not hotshots like the
boss
Arakawa.
guy is not,
I get it.
then that would be more like
Think you
Battles
find
Without
them?
Honor and Humanity, except
I'll just
in
ask the old
those
woman at
movies,
the
Bunta
Sig Inn where they're
Sugawara, the main
headquartered.
actor,
She
he
always
fought
knows
back
what's going on.
against
Okay,
the
good
boss
luck.
and called him out on his bullshit. He didn't just sit there and take it like a loser most of the time. Especially not for 18 years. The Janet made it sound like the Arakawa family finally made it big. Can't wait to see them now, but the problem is, where'd they go? Couldn't hurt to ask the old lady at the cigarette shop, I guess. It's probably a vape shop now. I wonder if we can buy... can we vape? Maybe we can vape. I think it might be the only game I know about where you can vape at. Where are we? Oh, here we are. Okay. See if we can fight some more punks down here. Get a little more XP. Are they not down here? I thought I saw some down there. They despawn. Club. Sega! Nice. Le milieu. I like a good milieu. Oh, tobacconist. She might not even remember you.
What the? Where's the old woman?
Oh, you mean the previous owner? She moved back to the countryside a long time ago. Probably taking it easy in an old folks home by now.
Oh,
it's been almost 20 years, Ichi.
Hey, Do you know where the Arakawa family office is?
If you're not making a purchase, I should help the customer behind you.
I just want to know where the Arakawa office is.
Hey, some of us got places to be. Give me the usual.
Yes, here you are. 500 yen, please.
Just put it on my tab.
Wow. People sure have gotten rude since I was gone.
Is he Yakuza too?
Pathetic.
Or just some random guy?
Say something?
Where'd you learn your manners, huh? Mom raised you in a barn? Jeez. And you're walking around town wearing a Tojo badge?
Tojo family.
Oh, wait. It's Omi Alliance.
So, you're in the know. What family you from?
Me? I'm Arakawa.
Oh, nice to meet you, brother. Sorry I didn't know you. I'm new.
Like hell you are.
Come on, Ichi, read the room. You're in Japan, you have to be able to read the atmosphere of the room. It's like a thing over there.
That visited the old chairman's grave today?
Oh, yeah, there was a big ceremony scheduled. But only the Patriarch and his officers go to stuff like that. Maybe some of their assistants too, but that's it. Damn, you must be newer than me.
Tell me one thing. Who's our Patriarch right now?
Dude, you living under a rock?
Just tell me who it is.
It's acting captain of the Omi Alliance, Masumi Arakawa, obviously. Man, you forgot the name of your Patriarch? Get your shit together.
Hey, you don't order me to do anything. I'm
Ichi,
not Omi.
please think before you say
said you were in the
things.
Arakawa family.
Damn right. And that family is part of the Tojo clan.
Tojo clan? You sleep talking, dude?
Do I look fucking asleep?
No, you don't. You must be one of those Tojo pests still crawling around.
Still Tojo loyalists?
We've got permission from HQ to exterminate them on sight.
You Omi are the ones who invaded. This city
why
is
should we
Tojo
care
turf.
what clan it is?
Not anymore. And you Tojo roaches need
They see
to
they're
die
just
already.
gangsters. What does it matter? This is one of the reasons I could barely pay attention during like Game of Thrones, because why do I care what family wins and which loses, you know? And I wonder if the enemies can block. I don't know if I've seen them do that yet. Huh. Level 5 Yakuza. Okay, he got back up though. Stunned, he can't attack, I can beat him up. Can I take this bat and use it? Nice. Only had 100 yen on him, I guess that's why I couldn't afford 500 yen cigarettes. Would that mean that cigarettes are only $5
Did
a pack?
Arakawa-san really betray the Tojo clan and run to the Yomi? Answer me! Yes! Aniki!
Uh-oh, there's friends coming.
That guy's a Tojo loyalist! Get him!
I knew that was too easy.
Get back here!
Huh? Where'd he go? Hit up the other families. Don't let him out of Kamurocho. Ha, ha. That was a close one. Hmm? Oh. What is that? The Champion District. There's a sight for sore eyes. Huh? Aren't you Ichi? Huh? What was your name again? It's me, Michio. I used to run a bar. Huh? Michio? It's been such a long time, Ichi. Oh man, finally, a familiar face. You, back off. Huh? You reek of smoke, Ichi. Do I? Oh yeah, I guess I was just at the tobacco shop. Wait, don't you smoke yourself? Get out of here, I gave up drinking and smoking ages ago. What? Moonshine Michio went cold sober? It must have been around when you went to prison. I ended up getting pretty sick. It was either quit drinking and smoking or let him send me to an early grave. So I went cold turkey on both of them. Wow, you really turned it around. I'm practically a health nut now. No alcohol, tobacco, or additives. And I'm eating better, too. I'm trying to up my water intake, too. Did you know 70% of your body is made up of water? Even knowing that, most people don't drink nearly enough water. If you don't get some quality water in you, Michio. Better stop for some water myself. Maybe you could ease up on the water trivia and tell me a bit about Kamurocho. What happened with the Tojo clan in Arakawa-san while I was gone? I don't know the first thing about it. But your bar was pretty popular with Tojo clan guys, wasn't it? My bar is a health food cafe now. When I banned smoking and drinking, I lost that type of customer. I don't know what the Yakuza are up to, and I couldn't care less about people who don't treat their bodies like temples. Oh. But if you're so curious, why not track down Ushio? Ushio? Remember? Your senpai from middle school? Oh yeah. That guy used to sell black market porn. He's a magazine writer these days. And he fancies himself the go-to guy for coverage on the Yakuza. Really? Then that's perfect. Well, I have my doubts that he's all that great a journalist. He'll say he's out researching a story, and then I'll see him slacking off by Children's Park? Why?
Thanks.
Children's Park, huh? That's where I'm going, then. Thanks, Michio. Swing by my cafe when you can, will you? I've got this new spring water called Aha Divine. They say it could even cure illnesses. Invite your friends, too. You'll feel better. Yeah, I'll put it on the list. If you like it, I can sell you some to use at home at a discount. We even have a referral program. If I register you as a friend, then... Yeah, anyway, gotta run. Glad you're staying fit. See you around. Hey, wait. Michio sure has changed. I'm glad she's doing well, but it's kind of sad, too. Well, maybe I can find Ushio at Children's Park. May as well check it out. Okay, it's been about 3 hours now, and I think I'm going to call it a video here. I definitely was enjoying myself. This isn't the type of game I typically play, and it does seem to follow the worries that I had about the Yakuza games. That's a little bit goofier and more, there's a lot more humor in it, and sort of like soap opera melodrama than I would want in a Yakuza game. Mine would be a little bit grittier and nastier than this one is. Although there's definitely some dark elements to it, I'm not saying there isn't. But I do like the setting, I like the look, I like the characters, the combat seemed fun. I was a little bit annoyed that there were quite so many cutscenes, but there just seemed like a ton of those were going to be there in the early parts of the game, and maybe the rest of it's going to slow down. I do like that there's a block mechanic in the game, and I think that adds so much to combat things, because it makes you more engaged, even though it's turn-based rather than real-time combat. I really do enjoy that. It's a good half measure that gives you the tactics of turn-based, along with the kineticism of real-time combat. Let me know if you have ever played the Yakuza games and what you think of them. Let me know what you think of what you've seen here. If you think I should play any other games in the series. How this one differs from the other games in the series, because the combat has seemed not that challenging so far. But he only pulled a level 1 guy. That's not a big issue. Nice. I haven't been able to hit people when they went down the first time. When they went down to the ground and got a second attack, I haven't done that yet. Steamed Punk. Another punkling is calling more people. No, I could not block that. There we go. I'm having a hard time blocking the knives. Oh, there we go, I got that one though. Oh, I started bleeding though. Bleeding profusely. Items. No, I guess I will just use my special attack. I hope that bleeding thing goes away when I'm out of combat. Nice. Still bleeding very badly, that's not good. But I defeated him. Yeah, so anyway, let me know what you think of the game and the setting, and your thought. If you have any thoughts about my idea about a 1970s Kinji Fukasaku style Yakuza game. And yeah, let me know what you think of this.